As you can see, we already have a spread here because I just attempted to do a reading and the message was just not flowing. I don't know if I was just too distracted or what, but I just could not get the message out. But I like the spread and I like the energy of the message. So I'm going to read it and then maybe I'll pull a few additional cards to go along with it. So we have here, you will be unusually successful in business. So if you are a business owner, if you have your own business, if you are an entrepreneur, you will experience an unusual amount of success. So that's something to look forward to, right? So today is Sunday. Sunday is the day of the solar plexus chakra. The mantra for the solar plexus chakra is I can. So use that to affirm yourself and remind yourself of what you can do. And anytime you think you can't do something, replace that thought with I can. Okay. The zodiac sign that is associated with the solar plexus chakra is Leo. And the planet that is associated with the solar plexus chakra, which is actually not a planet, it's a luminary, it's the sun. So if the weather permits, go out and get you some sunshine today. Go for a quick walk, or just go and if it's too cold for you, stand outside for a minute, take in the sun, feel the wind on your face, take in some of that good energy, right? So we start off here with the initiation card, which says rite of passage. And one of the first things I noticed when I pulled these three cards was the continuing of this color scheme. So it starts here. It seems like we're in this cave and we're coming out of this cave. And that is our rite of passage to come out of this cave. I feel like some of you may have been in hermit mode for a long time. You've been isolated and withdrawn, and now you're coming out of the cave and you're crossing over this threshold. And this threshold that you're crossing into is a new space for you. It's a space that you've never entered into before, right? And so next we come to this align your life card. So how I'm seeing that is you need to align yourself with this threshold that you've crossed over. And how you do that is becoming the version of yourself that lives in this new place, lives in this new reality. Align yourself with this new life and fix the parts of you that are fragmented, or align the parts of you that are fragmented. And the question that is posed to you today is what is not aligned or needs to change. And then the next card we have here says spirit messages, observe limitations. So that's kind of, for me, a conversation. And here we go again. This for me is a confirmation. I just had one of those moments where the word that you're trying to say and the word that actually comes out of your mouth is absolutely opposite of each other. Like, it reminds me, okay, I'm sidebar for a second. It reminds me of these TikTok videos. This one guy where he's trying to say cup of coffee and he says cough a cuppy. It's another video of a girl who's trying to say once upon a time and she says once a ton of pine. These videos have me rolling laughing. Then there's one more of a girl saying, trying to say a spoon and a fork, but she calls it a spook and a forn and a spook. It's hilarious. Anyway, so yeah, align your life and what is not aligned or needs to change. That's a question that's being posed to you today. And then we have observe limitations. So what is it that's limiting you from seeing things clearly and not having this fractured vision or this fractured perception of life? Sometimes we can not see things for what they are based on past experiences, past hurts, past traumas that we still hold on to. And it causes us to have fractured perception and not see things clearly. So observe your limitations and recognize what's causing you to not see things clearly, right? And trust your intuition, because you already know. Your guides have already been sending you messages, kind of giving you that inkling like, hey, you need to adjust this right here. You need to do something about that because it's not aligned with who you are, or it's not benefiting you as you cross this threshold, right? So trust your inner knowing, trust your intuition with this. And then before I read the energy of the bottom row in order. I want to connect this card to that card because we saw here that her perception is fractured. And then we have here the grinning mask. And the grinning mask to me is saying that a part of you is masking. So there is a rising number of people who are realizing that they, and I don't like to put labels on anybody. I don't like to throw around labels like that, but there's a rising number of people who are realizing that they are autistic and ADHD. And a lot of times people who are autistic, they mask so that they can fit in and blend in, right? And for me, the way that this is coming through is there's a part of you, there's a way that you're showing up and masking that is not going to be necessary in this next phase of your life. I feel like that's the part of you that you're holding on to from the past. That's what you had to do to get by in the past. And this is saying that that's not going to benefit you. You have to be your true authentic self and express yourself. And your inner and outer reality, we talked about this a couple readings ago, your inner and outer reality have to match. So if you're masking, that's you hiding who you are and not being 100% true, not showing up 100% truthfully or 100% authentically. And in a sense, you're kind of role playing. When you show up wearing a mask, you're role playing. And listen, I'm all for role playing. Some people become a completely different character in order to function in this world, in this life, in this society. And if that's what you do, this is not telling you not to do that. This is asking you to recognize how you're masking and how you're not being your authentic self and how that's limiting you. Or ask yourself if it's limiting you. Right? Sometimes we get so used to role playing and hiding our feelings that we don't realize that it's hindering us, or we don't realize that it's holding us back. Right? And then another way that I'm getting this is role playing, and not necessarily masking, but role playing itself just to have some fun, because we have that right here next to the play card, and that could be a resolution for somebody, right? So your spirit guides are saying to you, leap, go first and the universe will catch you. So I'm feeling like that's back to this message about masking and not being your true authentic self. There's a difference between role playing and masking, right? Role playing is for fun, to have fun and to play and use that. You can use that as another way to express yourself, right? But what the other message that I'm getting in regards to these two cards and the leap card is, once you stop masking, once you show up as your authentic self, once your inner reality matches your outer reality and you take this leap, the universe will catch you. You're not going to fall and crumble. Things are not going to crumble for you once you take the leap. Like, a lot of us are afraid to unmask and be our authentic selves because we're afraid of how we'll be received on the other side. And this is saying trust, and you'll be okay. The universe is going to catch you. I feel like it's a message for you to nurture yourself. That's the resolution here is for you to nurture yourself. This is the key to a peaceful, that's what I'm hearing, a peaceful entrance or peaceful crossing of this threshold. And in order for it to be peaceful, that means you have to be okay within yourself. Your inner reality has to be at peace in order for your outer reality to be at peace. And your inner reality is at peace when you know and you trust that the universe is going to catch you on the other side. Once you cross this threshold, you'll be fine and taken care of. And the resolution for you is, again, to nurture yourself, take care of yourself, stop suppressing and hiding your feelings. Yeah, some of you have been putting on a persona. And you know, it goes hand in hand with the energy of Leo, because Leo is the card, or the sign of drama and performance and acting. So that could be a message for somebody too. Maybe you're an actor or actress, and you have to put on these different personas in order to act. Maybe some of you are about to be starring in a play. That's another message for a few of you. It's not for everybody. But yeah, the resolution to. So the message was cut off. My phone died, and I left off talking about the resolution. And the resolution for you here is to take your mask off, unmask. Once you cross over this threshold, it's safe for you to unmask. This is your reminder that once you take this leap over into this threshold, it's safe for you to be your 100% true, authentic self. And you know this. You already know this. You know this internally. You have this sixth sense that's telling you, hey, this part of me is not who I am, and I'm tired of wearing this persona. I'm tired of showing up as this person that I'm not. I'm tired of pretending to be somebody and something that I'm not. So I would rather take this mask off and nurture myself, nurture my inner child, because the last two cards that came out here are children and bottled up. And the way that I'm seeing that is you're bottling up your inner child. Anytime you show up as a version of yourself that's not truly who you are, you're not being authentic to yourself, and your inner child is like, hey, what's going on here? This ain't me. This don't feel right. So this is saying nurture the aspect of you that is bottled up. Nurture your inner child. Nurture that version of you that likes to play and have fun. Okay, so that's the resolution for you to cross over this threshold and feel safe. In order for you to feel safe as you cross over this threshold, it's necessary for you to no longer bottle up your inner child, right? And then the last card over here is did I speak on this card already? I'm not sure, but the Magi. And what's sticking out to me here is, okay, new job. So again, if I didn't speak on this in the first part of the message, I talked about being an actor and being on stage. That could be the new job for some people if you're interested in acting. And then the other part of this that I'm seeing is the death and rebirth. So this is like a death of the old you, a death to the version of you that felt like they could not show up as their authentic self, that felt like they had to wear a persona, and then a rebirth of the version of you that does not have to mask, does not have to not be themselves, or doesn't feel the need to pretend to be something that they're not. This is the version of you that once you cross over this threshold, you're showing up as who you are, and it's take it or leave it. If people don't like it, then that sounds like a them problem, not a you problem. Okay. That's all I got. I hope that you were able to find something in here that resonated, made sense, spoke to you, and made you feel like you can. That's what this message is about. That's what the solar plexus is about, making you feel like, or no, not making you feel like, it's about you knowing that you can. So this is a reminder that you can unmask, and once you cross this threshold, it's safe for you to unmask and be your authentic self. You don't have to pretend anymore. And you already know this. The Most High, your spirit guides, your spirit team has been sending you messages, letting you know, hey, you're doing a disservice to yourself by not showing up as your true self. So be yourself, and know that there are people who will accept you for who you are, not who you pretend to be. If you're around people who accept you for who you pretend to be, those are not your people, because they don't know the real you. Okay. All right. That's it for today. I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.